litter box.
Are inside and don't walk. What does it say? Dogs are outside and go for walks with humans. Obviously, cats can walk. Yeah, but you're not going to put your cat on a leash and take your cat for a walk. The cat's not going to do it. The cat's going to look at you and go, "What's this thing on my neck? Stop." Right? The dog's like, "Oh my God, walk." All right. So these are 4 areas. In the area of the tongue, okay, cats are scratchy, dogs are smooth. In the area of sounds, cats meow, dogs bark. In the area of I'm walking outside, inside thingy, cats are very much inside, dogs are very much outside. Okay. See how this matches? It's the same area of comparison. If you mix these up, it wouldn't work. So you've got to, this has to connect to this connects to this, and this connects to that. Questions on that? Because we're going to be doing these a lot. I'll have this hanging up in the room so you can remind yourself of it. But basically, these are 3 areas of similarity. And these are 3 areas of difference. Area 1 is obviously the tongue. Area 2 is the sound. And area 3 is the idea of walking. Walks. Okay. These match. These match. It's kind of a nice way of organizing, you know. And we're going to be comparing lots of things in class. We'll be comparing like Muhammad to Abraham. We'll be comparing Protestant Christianity to Catholic, Catholicism to Eastern Orthodox. We'll be comparing, the history of Buddhism to the history of Judaism. We'll be doing a lot of comparisons where you're going to have to come up with 3 areas of similarity and 3 areas of difference. Okay. So I'll just hang this up somewhere in the room, and that you can see it and remind yourself of it, because we'll be doing these a lot. All right. So with that, let's do a very big double bubble on Hinduism and where it fell for you guys. Like, what were some similarities, what were some differences? So we were going to do a double bubble map on Hinduism. And there might be, I'm going to leave some room for making more bubbles, because there might be more bubbles of similarity, more bubbles of difference. So I'm just going to start with the usual. There might be an area of difference. Okay, so Hinduism is here, you are here. Okay. And so let's go ahead and look at areas of similarity. So what did you think was similar? Yoga. So yoga was one. Atman. Because the idea of a soul. Yeah, I was surprised. Last class, only one person had Atman up. They had, the popular ones for them were karma and reincarnation that they all agreed on. A lot of them agreed in karma, and a lot of them really liked reincarnation, the idea. Only one Atman, though, which was strange, because if you're Christian, Muslim, or Jew, you do believe in a soul, and Atman is a soul, so I thought that was sort of an obvious one. But for you guys, yes, you're doing Atman a lot. Atman again. Guru definitely was one that they also agreed with. Karma. This was like the biggest one last class. They are like, we all like karma. We all sort of, realize that actions lead to some kind of different results based on if it's a good action or not. Maya. Maya I'm going to put down here because that's one that I'm believe in. Atman, very good. Atman, very good. You guys are all Atmans here. Karma. And karma. Reincarnation. And ahimsa and karma. So I'm just going to put karma here. And then we've got basically Maya, ahimsa, and reincarnation. It's funny because one person last class had ahimsa as something they don't agree with. And I'm like, how could you not agree with ahimsa? Right? Treating others with respect and kindness and being kind to animals. I think they didn't understand the assignment because I think they just defined it, but they had under their differences. They're like, oh, how horrible. All right, so yoga. I agree with yoga because it gives us peace, physical, mental discipline. It can also give, help you with stress, which is good. And then your Atman's things, you're all talking about the soul, which is good. You all, come from a religious belief that has some kind of soul. So that was very, Atman, no problem. Guru, I agree because teachers and spiritual leaders are people that I have had experience with. And karma. I believe in karma because, like in science, what you put into something, you get out. And your dharma or purpose helps indicate what's good or bad. I agree with karma because it means what goes around comes around. I agree with karma because I believe it's just that way of life. What goes around comes around. I think if you do good things will come your way, and if you do bad things will come your way. So, a lot of you guys kind of have that idea. Whether it's just your perception, like I talked about, how if you're just in a bad mood, you receive things as not being so good this day. If you're in a bad mood, you assume that when people say something, they're being mean, and they're really not. It's just a neutral comment, right? But because you've got this attitude, right, you just kind of see it. That's how you see the world. And whether that's karma or whether there is some kind of universal mechanism that rewards you and punishes you. That's obviously left to be said. All right, avatars. You don't agree with avatars. Puja, yeah, this was a big one. People had a problem with pujas. They didn't like the whole worshiping the idol thing, So a lot of people last class were like, no to puja, okay? I don't think there's nirvana or moksha. So obviously this is what they believe in, and this is no on the other side, obviously, right? Reincarnation, yeah, that was one that people had an issue with last class as well. Reincarnation. Puja. Yeah, puja, people hated the puja. Not like puja. Mantra. Oh, mantra was one that actually people liked last class. Mantra. Avatar. Maya. So some agree, some disagree with Maya. And reincarnation and avatar.